Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Thank you guys for coming.
I was waiting for it to say live. I was like, and it didn't, and then it finally popped up. Hi, everybody.
So we have the Stock Explorer here, Uncle Al. It's Dyed Bullfrog 79. I love Uncle Al's tips all the time. He makes videos all the time. A lot of stuff he forecasts comes true. Some of us might seem like that's crazy, but it comes true. He always says, "Watch the sky. Watch the sky." The sky tells you everything.
What, you don't like that, Juju B? Here, I'll fix it. Boom. Is that better for you? She's like, you guys switch sides. How y'all doing tonight?
How you doing, Dr. Paula Ruffin? Wasn't she great the other day? Oh, yes. I'm so happy she came into our lives.
Yeah, she's a good person though. I love her to death. She's not
so much.
Yeah, she's just not just a cool doctor. She's a cool person. I like hanging out with her.
I know, I'm learning a lot, and I can't pronounce anything she says, so it's even better. Dr. Paula, how do you say this word? Welcome in, Connie Davidson.
Hello, thank you guys for being here. Jane Doe, as always, doing her thing. Appreciate it. Hello, Jersey Twister. Thank you for coming in, Wanda.
Welcome, Built on a Rock Homestead.
I am better. Thank you for asking. Seriously, the past couple days, I'm like, I didn't even get out of bed. I took my son to school. I came back home and I crawled back into bed. It was like horrible, but I am better. I still have like sinus drainage, so I'm still taking Dayquil and stuff like that. But for the most part, yeah, I feel better. Yeah, and been I hate getting sick. I feel like I have been sick for months. It's been horrible. Yeah, you have a Merry Christmas too. Hopefully y'all have a good Christmas and a happy holiday. I'll be celebrating mine Saturday, and then of course Christmas and Christmas Day, and so don't forget, y'all, we're having the ugly sweater contest December 26th. That's going to start an hour early. That's going to start at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we have 5 contestants so far. If you want to participate in that, email Joe. We want to get people lined up for it. So email him and we'll set that up for you. And then we'll do the competition. I don't know how exactly we're going to do it. If we're going to invite people up. So you have to be willing to come up on screen, but I don't know if we're going to have everybody up at once or how that is going to work, but it's going to be freaking hilarious, I'm sure. And freaking Joe's going to have booby tassels. I mean,
it's going to be individual, by the way. And you don't have to show your face, but you do got to show your front, because some people might make their own sweater from knitting or crocheting. Not knitting, crocheting. Who knows what people are going to do?
Yeah, I mean, anything that's funny, you could just buy a sweatshirt from, the craft section at Walmart and, glue a Santa Claus on it or something. I don't care how you do it, but it'll be funny. And I can't wait to see it. You may have to do, a runway walk or something. I don't know. A little twirl. We got to see it all. We got to see how you do.
But it's all for fun, guys. You can get velvet, stick stuff on your shirt. We wear a t-shirt because people are from all over the place, all over the world. So it doesn't have to be a sweater or, heavy duty sweater. It could just be a t-shirt, a tank top. We don't care. Be creative.
Just be creative with it and have fun with it. And it's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait.
Welcome in Kathleen Moran. Moran. I hope I got one of them right.
Moran.
Kathleen.
Oh, thanks for coming in, y'all. Hello, David Gray. Hello, Happy Mac. Thank you all for coming in. I appreciate you. Please make sure you're sharing us out. Oh, by the way, the Marshmallow Man's in the house. Thank you so much for being here.
Also, we got somebody new in the channel here, too.
Oh,
So welcome.
I didn't see them. Are they in Facebook or they're in YouTube? I haven't
Yeah,
seen
they're a little. Yeah, they're in more in the front. So welcome in, Rudy. Welcome. Good to see you, and welcome to the channel.
Hola.
We're happy to have you here. And Jaden, welcome, Jaden. It's good to see you. Let me see. I see. Okay, there's Jane Doe, Wanda Moses, Susan Goulet, Jersey Twister. So you got all those. Welcome in, guys.
Welcome.
Oh, we got another new channel right here too. So, Madal, welcome in. Welcome in.
Welcome.
It's so good to have new people in the chat. And you got Kimberly Galia. So welcome in, Kimberly. So, guys, I'm going to show everybody because we had it pre-programmed, our ugly sweater. So I'm going to show that video before we get started. So if you guys wanted to enter, it'd be great. You got to leave a comment in that video. So that's what's important.
Yep.
Just give me a second so I can line it up. So I can share it. Okay, here it is. So here's the seasonal, because it's different all over the world, ugly sweater contest. Welcome!
2023 seasonal
ugly sweater contest.
We're here to announce an exciting little contest for you guys that I'm certain quite a few of you creators will be able to get creative over. Ain't that right, Mr. Joe?
We're going to have 3 judges in a contest. We have Lady Bird Loves, myself, and Corky at Wide Family Farm. And we're so excited for this contest. It's going to be so much fun. We're going to have 2 categories. So the first one is you got to make your ugly sweater. But it doesn't have to be a sweater.
Nah.
It could just be a t-shirt. And during a contest, you don't have to show your face, but we need to see the front and back of your shirt. That's very important. We want to see how much you use your creativity.
Any materials you can think of, whether it be the leaves from outside, or whether it be yarn, or what do you have, Joe?
We got bells and whistles. Go to the dollar store.
Fabric, or from a duvet cover, maybe. Whatever it might be for this category, you need to make from scratch. So whether you get something from Dollar Tree, like Mr. Joe's got, or whether you raid your grandmother's wardrobe, whatever you do, make from scratch, and it needs to be worn. And we want a little pirouette, okay? We want a 360-degree turn. You can see it's all over.
Y'all better be prepared to sashay.
What kind of colors you need? I mean, it is going to be ugly, so it doesn't really have to totally be matched. But we're going to look at if it looks good on you too.
All 3 judges will be judging certain things, certain criteria, which we're not going to be telling you. You just need to sort the creativity out. Let us judge.
And to enter this, and the other category is, just have to wear a sweater, an ugly, seasonable sweater.
But if you're going in the second category, which is the easier category, there is still a first prize. As long as you have your base made, pre-made, you must decorate. Doesn't matter how you decorate, just decorate it. Make it ugly.
Well, you got to email me at coachkaz70@yahoo.com. That is down below, coachkaz70@yahoo.com. And under this video, you got to say all in. All in. Very simple. All in, and email me.
In that email, please include details. First, in the subject line, ugly sweater. So we know. So Joe knows. So he doesn't dismiss it, because Joe does things like that. Yes, but you also need to say that you agree to the YouTube rules, regulations, policies, yada, yada, yada. Ensure that you are over 18, because we can only give away prizes to people that are 18 and over. Just in case you win, we need your address. If you are outside of America, we may need to have a phone number as well. But these personal details will only be used if you win. If you don't, Joe's going to delete it and shred it at work. So make sure you've got your address, your phone number, and just clarify that you are available on the date and the time when we need you, which is...
And that date is December 26th. We start at 6 o'clock. So everybody's going to be given...
Wait, 6 o'clock Eastern.
6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
11 p.m. GMT.
Lisa's going to be tired.
You know who the judges are. You know what we're wanting to judge. So get creating. Be creative. Get ugly.
Oh, we didn't mention the prizes.
Oh, prizes.
So first, when you make your own sweater and making all that work put in, we want to make it a really good prize for you. It's going to be a Ninja mixer. So a Ninja mixer usually costs between $100 and $150 in the US. And it's quite the prize. And in the other category, it will be a gift card. And anybody wants to donate any kind of prizes to the winners for these contests, we're all in too. I hope you guys enter this contest. It's going to be tons of fun. December 26th, 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And
GMT.
That's what time we'll be on. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you guys so much for being part of this. And we'll see you then.
Hello. Thank you guys. And hopefully you liked that.
So there was a question here from Jersey Twister. And that question's yes. We're going to be starting. I'll be having stuff in my grow room showing you exactly what I'm growing. And we're going all the way through. So from seed starting to a little more organization, what we're growing in the garden, how we're growing it, and stuff like that. All the way from planting to everything. All from A to Z, everything will be on this channel. Or all of our channels, actually. Because there's some stuff I'll show on my channel, and Courtney has some stuff on her channel too. So there's going to be a lot of stuff to check out. We're very excited about what we're doing here and how to help everybody out, and that's very important. And if you guys seen Luke's live today, Luke went live today. That's in my gardener. We had a little shout out for us there, which was pretty awesome. We appreciate that. Let me see. Did anybody new just come in? I don't see anybody. We missed anybody. We have Garden State so-and-so. Welcome in.
Pamela Morrison and Jay Dixon just came in. And thank you guys. Just make sure you're sharing us out and you're hitting that thumbs up for us, because let's see, we have 19 thumbs up right now and 22 people in the house. So please just make sure you're hitting that, because the more people that hit that, the more YouTube will push us. So it helps us out.
And welcome in Peace, Love, and Crochet with Deidre and Rick Fan. I never could say that name. It's a tongue twister on me. Well, welcome in, Rick. As you guys see, I had my company picnic today.
Oh, good, Wanda.
Not picnic. Christmas.
Oh, yeah. They picnicked it. It was snowing. It was wonderful.
I had a couple too many. Oh, my God. There's Scare. Okay. So we're going to, everything today is going to be on cauliflower. We're going to give out some seeds. And I hope you guys join the ugly sweater contest. You know, it's going to be so much fun. And and one more key to that is you could just get fabric, get something on, just put your things on and off. Make yourself a Christmas tree. Put some names on it.
You could make it interchange. You know, I have so many good ideas. You could totally like make a sweater and put everything that's on it like Velcro. So you could just so you could like interchange things. I mean, you could put a beer can on it. I know, who cares? Just have fun with it. Or like if you have the old classic Coca-Cola can with the Santa Claus on it, I mean, you could like totally get weird with it. So
some of the seeds we're going to go over today and also hand out is the 10 fingers of Naples tomato.
minus the fingers.
Yeah, I didn't like my fingers there.
No, I meant the. Never mind.
Oh, yeah, I got you. I'm a little slow. We got Dr. Reggie's yellow tomato, or Dr. Well, you guys
Dr.
can pronounce it.
Righteous.
You guys can pronounce it any which way you want. Everybody got that tomato from Jess and Roots and Refuge, and she was like, "Oh, this tomato is the best." But I don't know how to pronounce it, but I go by Dr. Richie. So it was like Richie, whatever. Okay, we're also going to give out the lemon drop pepper, Bloomsdale long standing spinach, Paris Island cos romaine lettuce, and California Wonder Bell pepper. So that's some of the seeds we're going to give out a little later. But you know, I want to show everybody Juby's video to start. And I think it's an excellent video. I'm so proud of her. Well done, and I can't wait to show it. So, and Dr. Paul Ruffin's video will be in the second half. So let's get going. Let's show Juby's video. Here it is. Let's roll.
Did you know that the word cauliflower derives from the Italian cava fiore, meaning cabbage flower? The ultimate origin comes from two words in Latin that mean caulis, cabbage, and floss, flower. Did you know that most cruciferous vegetables come from the same plant origin, the wild cabbage? Through the ages, farmers have selectively bred the plant for specific traits they wanted to see more of. Larger leaves, kale. Tightly bunched leaves, modern-day cabbage. Thicker stems, kohlrabi. Larger lateral bulbs, Brussels sprouts, and of course, the large immature buds and star of tonight's show, the cauliflower. Did you know that cauliflower comes in 4 colors? Orange, green, white, and purple? The orange contains the most beta-carotene out of all the variants. The purple is filled with anthocyanins, which are the same antioxidant that give potatoes and tomatoes their coloring. The green has the appearance of cauliflower while getting its color from chlorophyll, the same way broccoli does. Did you know that cauliflower is a powerhouse of nutrients? It contains as many vitamins and minerals, all while remaining extremely low in calories and starches. Did you know that there is a 10% of your daily vitamin C in one cauliflower floret? Cauliflower actually contains more vitamin C per gram than citrus. Did you know that the largest head of cauliflower was grown by Peter Glazebrook of the UK? At 60 pounds and 9.3 ounces. That's quite a feat. Peter is no stranger, however, to large vegetables. He currently holds the world record for heaviest carrot, longest beetroot, longest parsnip, longest radish, and longest cucumber. He currently has the heaviest potato in the world at 10 pounds, 14 ounces, too. He always says he's looking for ways to grow big. Did you know that cauliflower is often tricky to grow for beginners? It's very sensitive to heat and cold and needs at least 6 hours of sun a day while maintaining cool soil temps. Without proper soil and moisture retention, the heads also start separating apart into smaller heads. Cauliflower must also be in a constant state of growth. Any interruptions may end up ruining the curd. Cauliflower is an excellent crop, but don't get discouraged if you don't first succeed. It can be quite tricky in some climates. Did you know that while we eat the head of the cauliflower, you can eat the stem and leaves too? Not only are they nutritious, they're delicious too. The stems can be peeled and steamed right along with the head, and those leaves are excellent in a coleslaw, a salad, pickled, or even in soup. Did you know that cooking cauliflower in aluminum or iron could also result in discolored cauliflower from a chemical reaction? Did you know that cauliflower can grow so fast you can hear it grow? It's called cauliflower creak, and it's a distinctive squeaking noise when the florets are growing so fast and pushing against other florets. Recently, cauliflower has overcome its humble beginnings of the gross vegetable we hated as kids. Today, cauliflower has been a showstopper with many things, including pizza crust, buffalo wings, sandwich bread, as a rice base for many dishes. That's my aunt's chicken paprikash, Joe. On Move Over Pizza Night, even cheesy garlic bread can happen with a base of cauliflower. Last but not least, mashed cauliflower, my kids' favorite. That concludes tonight's Did You Know? Cauliflower. Did you know? Back to you, Joe and Courtney.
Dude, you're making me hungry.
So that was awesome. I love that. Juliana, great job.
Good job.
That was really good. Now, cauliflower, I know Corky and I, like, we talked about this before. Like, how do you, in the chat, because we're trying to get more stuff from you guys in the chat to comment, because we get these analytics, and like certain types, it's more interaction, certain types are not. So we're trying to get more interaction with you guys in the chat. How do you guys like the cauliflower? I know Corky wants it with cheese.
I mean, that's pretty much how I like to eat my broccoli. And I mean, I'll eat them together. I'll even throw, you know how you can get those frozen medleys in the store? Like I always get the bird's eye vegetables with the carrots, the cauliflower, and the broccoli. I'll just boil the crap out of them and put a couple slices of cheese over it, and I'll eat it that way. And honestly, other than a stir fry, that's pretty much all I never really had a cauliflower crust or anything like that before.
I like mine just plain with garlic and roasted. Just plain nice and easy. Garlic. Can't go wrong with garlic and anything. And boom.
Yummy.
Have you guys liked it on pizza? Like pizza crust? Cauliflower pizza crust?
My mom did make me get a cauliflower pizza crust from one of the local places here. And she insisted. And I do like it because it's crispy. So I did like it. I'm a thin crust kind of girl anyway. I don't like all that bread. I think it's a waste of time. And so, yeah, I really did like that cauliflower crust because it got really crispy. So
I tell you what, cauliflower and cheese. Oh, that's so good.
Yeah. It has good cheese though. It can't be like nacho cheese or something. I don't like that. I like I don't know. Can't be nacho cheese or something.
Have you had cauliflower mashed potatoes? It's not that bad. I like putting spicy stuff and everything. So it's like, you know what it is? My mom killed me when I was younger. You know, she had some stuff and it was like, here's this Brussels sprouts. You're like, oh, this is disgusting. Here's your broccoli, cauliflower. And it's like, oh, this is disgusting. So you had you have this thing in your head. It tastes so bad. And then you start making your own ways and like, oh, this is pretty good. My mom just can't cook vegetables.
I don't know. Every vegetable that I've had, I like to eat it raw. I love to eat broccoli raw. I like to eat cauliflower raw, carrots raw. It's even better when you have a dip. I love cucumbers raw, all of that stuff. I didn't like peppers until recently. Over the past couple years, I started like acquiring a taste for it when I started jazzing it up and stuff. And so now I have to have peppers in everything. Like anything I cook, fry, saute, I have to have peppers in it. So I'm coming around. Loaded cauliflower mashed is kids' favorite. Garlic cheddar chive.
That sounds really good.
It does. So when are you coming over to cook?
Just stir fry with cauliflower. Perfect.
Yeah. Sounds good.
There you got Uncle Al. I love Uncle Al.
Oh, I don't know about it being pickled though. I don't know. I think pickles should just be pickled. I'm such a weirdo.
Yeah, and Connie likes her raw vegetables too.
Yeah. Oh gosh, dude. Sometimes I just crave it. Like I have carrots out there right now. I'll just go out there. I'll grab a few carrots from the garden and eat it with some ranch. But I really miss cucumbers right now. Really miss the cukes.
And look at Juliana. In 6 more pounds, I can say I lost 100 pounds. Cauliflower for the win.
Nice.
Congratulations. Okay, so we're going to go over our guide quick. If you guys could share this out, I appreciate that. Uncle Al still says fermented cauliflower. There we go. Boom. And I appreciate every single person here. Okay, let's get down to it. Cauliflower broccoli guide. So here's the growing guide. Cauliflower is part of the cabbage family along with broccoli, Brussels sprouts, kale, and kohlrabi. Cauliflower has a large stem. It actually comes from the Latin word callus, meaning stem or stalk. Cauliflower is one of the most beneficial vegetables for our health, but not so many people love eating it. It's because our parents had no idea how to cook it. That's what I think about it. Cauliflower is one of the several vegetables in the brassica family, including broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, collards, and kale. It belongs in the genus Brassica or mustard family. It's an annual plant. It produces by seed. Typically, only the head is eaten, the edible white flesh. I wish there could be more to it. I wish it would be like broccoli, where it just keeps on popping up, right? Instead, you gotta you pick it and you're like, oh.
It kind of reminds me of cabbage.
Yeah, exactly. And then you got to clean everything out, and then you should be testing the soil from that, or you got to add all the soil to it because you need a lot of nutrients into that soil. So you got to add more stuff to it. Its white flesh is sometimes called curd, with a similar appearance to cheese curd. Doesn't that disgust you or what?
Yes, too much.
Cauliflower head is composed of a white inflorescence, meristem. California heads resemble those in broccoli, which differs of having flower buds as the edible portion. In the Middle Ages, early forms of cauliflower are associated with the island of Cyprus, with 12th and 13th century Arab botanists Ibal, Alman, and Albatar claiming its origin to be Cyprus. Okay, you guys got that. You got my point. This association continued into Western Europe, where cauliflowers were sometimes known as Cyprus colewort. How about that? Did you know? Did you know?
Did you know?
Did you know? There was extensive trade in Western Europe in cauliflower seeds from Cyprus under the French Lusinan rulers of the island until well into the 16th century. They were introduced to France from Genoa in the 16th century. So I hope you guys like this little history, because a lot of people have no idea where anything ever came from. They are featured in Oliver Desire's Theatre of Agriculture in the 1600s as Cauliflower, as the Italians call it, which are still rather rare in France. Also, they hold an honorable place in the garden because of their delicacy. They did not commonly appear on grand tables until the time of Louis XIV. It was introduced into India in 1822 by the British. The word cauliflower derives from the Italian cauliflower, meaning cabbage flower. The ultimate origin of the name is from the Latin words caulish and floss, flower. So that's pretty cool. Cauliflower. Cauliflower is very low in calories, yet high in vitamins. In fact, cauliflower contains some of almost every vitamin and mineral that you need. See, isn't that crazy? It's so healthy, but nobody eats it, especially kids. Very, very few people. I mean,
I don't understand, man. I mean, I don't understand why kids don't like it. I don't understand why kids don't like broccoli either. I mean, it's good. If you put cheese on anything, it's good. I'll just put some cheese on it, but I eat it in the most unhealthy way as possible. So I can understand if, you just barely touched the pan and, but.
It all comes down to is if kids grow with it at a young age, very young, they eat it.
Yeah.
But if they're not, it's harder to overcome. You got to get his taste buds for it, it seems.
Yeah.
That was my problem with that. And Jay Dixon, Corky, you are looking fleek tonight. That's in the comments.
Thanks, Jay.
And Garden State so-and-so says, I like raw with nothing on it. See, I think a lot of it has to do is how we're growing up. And I think that's one of the things society really has to change. Oh, and Lisa Ladybird, this is her favorite vegetable, by the way. And she was with the ugly sweater contest. Okay, so cauliflower is very low in calories, yet high in vitamins. In fact, cauliflower contains some of almost every vitamin and mineral that you need. I just read that before, and I'm repeating myself. There are 3 grams of fiber in 1 cup of cauliflower, which is 10% of your daily needs. Cauliflower is a great source of antioxidants, which protect yourselves from harmful free radicals and inflammation. I mean,
Oh.
that should be enough right there.
Dude,
I mean,
this makes me want to cook. After this, I'm cooking some vegetables. That's what I'm talking about. Making me crave vegetables, man. That and salads. I want some salad. Mmm. Yeah.
You got to see what I ate at my Christmas party. There was no such thing as a vegetable on my dish. It's called "A Price Didn't Matter When You Went to the Restaurant."
So you tell me that you hardly ever get to have some time for yourself. So when I see that you said you had a few drinks and you had a good time, that makes my soul feel better. So I'm glad you had a good time.
Oh, it was great. It was a first of the year. Okay, so yeah, I mean, cauliflower, guys. If you have kids, give it to them. Do it any kind of variety of ways you can get it to them. It's so healthy, But they if you keep on giving it to them, maybe when they're adult, their kids will start eating the right way. But this should be mandatory somehow. I mean, we could do anything in the world. Let's get our kids to eat cauliflower. Cauliflower has several properties that may help with weight loss. Oh, weight loss! Cauliflower has only 25 calories per cup, so you can eat a lot without gaining weight. It can also serve as a low-calorie substitute for high-calorie foods such as rice and flour. There is such a thing as cauliflower rice. The orange and purple cauliflower are higher in antioxidants than regular white cauliflower.
Do they taste different though, or they just have the same taste?
Now, I grew purple cauliflower this year, and what I noticed, I got the seeds from Baker's Creek. I forgot what it was offhand, but man, it was so good.
I wanted to try. What's that one? I can't remember. It's Italian. It's an Italian cauliflower, and it's purple, and it looks really funky. Have you seen it? I forget what it's called. But I've always wanted to grow that. It almost looks like it was in Minecraft or something. It's kind of really weird looking. But something of Sicily, I think is what it's called.
Courtney, I just got a message quick. Are we, everybody in the chat, can you hear us?
They have to be able to hear us. They're talking along with us.
Let me stop this. Just wondering, everybody in the chat, could you guys hear us? Because I just got a message. Our Georgia Suburban Homestead sent me an email and says she can't hear us. Okay, yes. Okay, I'm sorry I stopped the guy, guys. And if our Georgia Suburban Homestead is here, we have no idea. But if everybody's good, okay, great.
Yeah, I say they have to be because they're interacting with us. So
you see some weird stuff happening when you're going to YouTube.
Yeah,
and like everybody should be able to hear us. So if there's a problem with anybody here, it's not us. So okay, welcome in Andale Homestead. Welcome in. Thank you for coming. I love Andale. Okay, let's get back to the guide.
Okay, so anyway, I grew that cauliflower. It was like, I didn't grow it. I want to grow it. It's like that. It's called something of Sicily, and it's purple, but it looks really funky. And I've always wanted to see what it tasted like versus regular cauliflower. If y'all have grown it, let us know because I'm curious. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, the purple cauliflower was amazing. It was so much better in a white. I'm like, I can't wait to grow this every year. And it could be purple, exactly cauliflower you were talking about, the purple Sicily cauliflower. I'm definitely going to grow it this year. Actually, I showed it in one of my videos at Garden State Gardener. And wow, it did break apart because, when you have cauliflower, and it gets too hot, they kind of break apart a little more.
Yeah.
And we did have parts of a warm spring in New Jersey.
That's the parts I like to eat the most. Like especially when I put it in the pot or when the broccoli kind of breaks apart, that's like the best part. At the bottom of the pan. I love it.
Bottom of the pan stuff's always good. So the orange and purple cauliflower are higher in antioxidants than regular white cauliflower. Purple cauliflower's true origin is not known. Why not? I got to do some investigating. But the purple color is natural. It is an antioxidant, anthocyanin, and that gives its purple pigment. Cauliflower requires consistent temperature of around 60 degrees. So there you go. So if you have you got to really hit it right with the temperatures. Or
Yeah,
sorry, when it was
it's going to be really hard this spring because my springs are so up and down. And then before I know it, end of May, bam, it's like 70, 80 degrees. So this, I don't know, man. I don't even know if I could grow it. I'd have to have stuff covering it to protect it, to keep it at 60 degrees.
definitely, yeah, that's all about protection. That's the new way we have to grow with climate change, for example, happening. We got to protect our vegetables with all kind of weather. Everything that comes at us. 80 degrees, 20 degrees, 50 degrees, 60-mile-an-hour winds. How are we going to protect our vegetables?
Right.
So
The wind is another thing. I don't know if you have a whole bunch of wind. You probably do because you live closer to the beach areas. But the wind is like horrible, and it always brings down the corn. Ticks me off.
yeah, especially when they're ready almost to be perfect, like 3 weeks ready, and like,
Yeah.
no, not now, not now.
The wind just comes and wipes it out. Like the wind has a odd sense of humor. Thanks a lot.
Okay. So before planting, determine the fertilizer needs with a soil test and follow with recommendations given by the test report. If fertilizer applications are warranted, work the fertilizer into the top 6 inches of the soil. Now, this is interesting to me because this is the general rule: is top 6 inches with fertilizer. But if you have a good soil, like everybody says, only 6 inches for anything you put. So I was listening to Matt Powers, and what they do is, they want their soil to go as deep as they can, not just 6 inches of what you put in or whatever you do. They want their soil actually to be 20, 30 inches. But it's interesting when it's only concentrating on the 6 inches of soil. That's it. That's all you have to concentrate on. And I was like, wow, never even really even heard of that. To me, it's get the more soil, the better.
Yeah, I don't really know. Like I'm thinking about it. Our soil out there is probably about a foot. It's probably about 12 inches. We add more soil to it every year or fill up the beds every year, but I think it's about 12 inches. Our beds are anyway.
Oh, that's interesting. So our Georgia's suburban homestead, for some reason, she can't chat. That's what's going on. Okay. So we have no idea, but I can't. I could try to figure that out later, but I can't figure it out now.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Because I have no idea, because you
It
are
could be a YouTube thing as well. I don't know.
And you are not banned from here. So
No.
nobody's
Oh,
banned
no,
from
nobody is.
There's not one person that's banned anywhere.
No. And we have limited moderators, so nobody would have banned you.
Yeah, so I'm sorry, but we'll try to figure that out after we're done today. Okay. So if, let me see. If you fertilize with compost, apply no more than 1 inch of well-compost organic matter per 100 square feet of garden area. Add fertilizer. I like using, and my gardener's trifecta. This encourages vigorous leaf growth, which is necessary for high yields. Photosynthesis, right there. So you want those leaves, you want the sun, makes a healthier, bigger plant, which makes bigger broccoli heads. Cauliflower heads. I'm still on broccoli.
We like broccoli too. We're not picky around here.
So if you are planting, I like to start my seeds. But here, if you're going to plant them, plant seeds a 1/4 to 1/2 inch deep, 2 to 3 weeks before the last frost. Then seedings or transplants. Transplant cauliflower 12 to 18 inches apart in a row with rows 2 to 3 feet apart. Avoid growing during the heat of the summer. No, not the heat of summer, as yield and quantities are reduced. Irrigation should be deep and infrequent. Use plastic organic mulches to conserve water and reduce weeding. Control insects and diseases throughout the year. Tie the leaves over the head to avoid developing off colors. Harvest cauliflower when the heads are white, large, and compact. So that is key. You're growing cauliflower with, at the end of it's almost the beginning of summer, right? that sun is beating down on those
Yeah.
on those heads. You got to actually flip the leaves over and make sure it's all protected. Otherwise, that cauliflower is going to turn colors. And I want to see the great bright cauliflower. I don't want to like a little brownish come in or different colors.
No, I'm good.
Yeah, I want it white. I want it to look good.
Yeah.
So, and it's okay if it's a little early if you do that. I'd rather
You
have
still
the
have
white.
to do that when it's purple.
I didn't. I just picked it a little early, maybe. I don't know. I didn't do it when it was purple. I'm thinking you have to do it in all kind of heads, and I would rather be protected with that.
Yeah.
I didn't do it this year with the purple.
Yeah, I wouldn't think that you would have to, because the purple, I mean, you can't really. But with the white, you probably see all different kinds of things going on there.
I'm so sad, Georgia Suburban. That's our first something fault in our channel. That's pretty interesting. Okay, the plant. Cauliflower can be grown from seed or transplant. Transplants should have 4 to 6 mature leaves and a well-developed root system before planting out. So that's very important, guys, because cauliflower and broccoli and all those brassicas, they could kind of get a little thin and long, and if you don't grow it closer to light inside. Have you ever had that problem, Courtney?
I don't really grow cauliflower because I suck at it. But Ted Pottle asked about the orange. If you have to do it, I would assume that you don't have to do it with the orange either. I would assume that it's just with the white because the white seems more fragile as far as that's concerned. But I wouldn't cover it like with the leaves and stuff. I don't think you have to. I've grown cauliflower before. I'm just not good at it. I've grown broccoli before. I'm not good at it. And one year I wanted to do the individual broccoli. I did the Chinese broccoli because I love broccolini, and that's like pretty close to it. So I grew that, but you would literally have to grow hundreds of that in order to like supply yourself with a really great meal of broccolini, because it only pops up like one stem each. So I haven't really done that. I've only ever bought frozen or stuff from the store. But this year I'm gonna try some new things. I got some seeds coming in the mail, and I'm gonna try some new stuff this year.
See, what's this? This is one question I ask a lot of gardeners and farmers out there. Have you ever had a problem growing a vegetable? And when we had my gardener on, I expected him to say, no, I expected an answer where he was not being as truthful, and he was so truthful. I couldn't grow this for anything.
Well, I mean, there's no point in like bragging about all these things that you can grow if you really can't grow them. I mean, that's rubbish. Like, why would you lie about that? I'm being real honest with everybody about what I can grow and what I can't grow. Brassicas are the hardest for me, like especially cabbage. I love to eat cabbage. I love cabbage. I love cabbage salads. But man, it's so hard to grow. I know one year I'm growing all this wonderful cabbage. I got the big one from Baker Creek. I'm going to grow like the biggest cabbage in the world. And what did I do? Just the opposite. So, but other things like potatoes, carrots and stuff. Oh, I can grow the crap out of them. And so, I stick usually to what I'm good at, but this year I am going to try some new stuff. So I am going to try, cauliflowers and stuff like that and see what I can do. It'll be a Grow Big TV thing.
But never, ever give up what you're trying to do. I never could grow cauliflower when I first started 30 years ago. Or not cauliflower, broccoli. And now I grow broccoli really well.
Yeah.
And cauliflower. I had such great, especially this year, I had such great success. So avoid shocking a plant when transplanting or premature heading buttoning may occur. Buttoning often occurs in plants exposed to dry soils, low temperature, low nitrogen, or other shocks at planting. Larger, more mature transplants are also more prone to form small heads prematurely. Again, guys, cauliflower is a very, very tricky vegetable. The more you do it, the better you will get at it. But it's not an easy one to grow. It's not easy.
It's kind of like trying to get carrots to germinate. Like sometimes getting carrots to germinate is like horrible. You have to have the perfect conditions. And so sometimes it's like super hard. And 60 degrees around here, I'm like that is maybe my first month of the end of March, beginning of May. And then after that, usually it's so hot here, like right off the bat, that it probably wouldn't do anything. I might try it in the fall. Maybe it might be a fall crop for me. I'd be willing to try.
So with the sun, and this is also talks. See, if you're like Uncle Al or Built in a Rock Homestead or people down south, you guys got to really hit the timing, because you're going to need shade cloth in a heat, and once in a while you might get that really cold temperature coming through. For Built in a Rock Homestead, so it's just very tricky, and it requires full sun. And it does best in soils with a pH of a 6.5 to 6.8. This vegetable requires 1 to 1.5 inches of water per week. So water your cauliflower deeply and infrequently while trying to maintain even soil moisture. So you put a lot of water down, then you let it go for a little bit. Then it really requires a lot of water, but then it needs that dryness period. You use a drip irrigation, that usually helps. It will conserve water. Mulch around a plant also helps conserve moisture and reduce weed. Also, if you are growing in the heat, make sure you use a lot of compost, put your leaves down. You want to try to make it as cool as possible where you're growing. Now, seeding care. When growing seedlings indoors, you be listen to this. I can't believe I can't speak English here either. When growing seedlings indoors, you be careful they don't get leggy.
Yeah, and that's where I follow my growing guides really, really closely. I have a Clyde's garden planner. I follow this to the T, because if not, I'm growing everything in January, and by the time May 30th pops around, my tomatoes are already starting to grow tomatoes on them and stuff like that. So make sure you're following your growing guide. Don't just, I know you get super excited. You want to start doing something. And you see everybody else around the world on YouTube starting their stuff. But with me in 6B, I don't really want to start anything until April. So just remember that, and don't get too excited about stuff. Things like flowers and herbs and stuff, they grow super fast. And before you know it, you have so much stuff and they're getting so leggy. And so just slow down, and it will come, just don't start in January. I speak from experience.
So when Joey was sick, in the fall, I had started my broccoli and cauliflower, right? So we were, this is for fall. There was no way possible. I wasn't home, right? So there's no way I was going to be able to plant a fall garden. So I put it on not Facebook, something in a community page in Jackson. And this lady, I'll take a couple. Well, I had 200 cauliflower and 200 broccoli plants.
Oh.
She comes. I said, here you go. She goes, her face was like shock. Like, it's like seeing some of my zucchini I grew. It was like, what? I go, here you go. You want them all? It's all yours. Because I didn't know the next time I was going to be home. Welcome in, Kaylin. It's good to see you. Nicole Smith Garden. It's good to see you guys. So seedlings do become leggy when they get too much heat. So if you have a heat mat, use it in the very, very beginning, if anything. Otherwise, they don't need a heat mat. And make sure you get enough light. If you are starting them in a windowsill, make sure they get as much daylight as possible. You can make a makeshift light box by placing a reflective tinfoil on the room side of the seedling tray. They will reflect daylight onto the darker side of the plant. If the plants are on a heat bench or a propagator and they are looking spindly, turn down the heat and try to give them as much light as possible. If 2 cauliflower seeds have germinated in any of your molecules, you need to remove the weaker one. Now, that just don't pull them out, guys. Make sure you cut them. It's very important. You don't want to do anything with that root system.
Mm-hmm.
So,
they seem really, really like fragile in the beginning. And there's lots of plants that are like that. Cucumbers are as well, stuff like that. So you just want to be super, super careful with transplanting.
I love growing them. I grow them in a little cell trays too, because I like to plant and plant again, or just plant and just get them outside as soon as I can, depending on the weather. Now, hardening off. So hardening off, plants that have been raised indoors will need to get used to the outdoor with temperature and conditions before they can be planted outside. That will take about a week to 10 days, depending on weather. So that's very interesting, because with this is the proper way. I get away from growing them with 5 days outside, but I also put surround on my broccoli and cauliflower plants. So that kind of helps with getting them outside faster. And I'll tell you what, insects, guys, they love brassicas. You get the ants, you got everything coming at those plants. Surround helps out tremendously, because you don't want your plant. You're starting your plants off right. You're all excited. You want those plants to keep on excelling and growing.
Right.
You don't want any insects damage. You don't want anything that's going to take away from that beginning growth. I'm sorry, Quirky, what were you going to say?
Okay. No, I'm just 100% agreeing with you. And sometimes, when you start stuff in the spring, that's when like all the bugs are coming out and like they're ready to attack. So a lot of times, like starting stuff in the fall when the bugs are starting to die off might be a better option. Also, you might want to look into different colors. I know with like red cabbage, the bugs don't attack it near as much as like the regular cabbage. So check into that. Maybe there might be a difference with the cauliflower, the purple cauliflower. Bugs might not attack it as much, stuff like that. I know with the red cabbage, like they don't like the way that tastes. So you see less bugs with the red cabbage. So, that might be an option as well. But the fall might be like what I plan on doing. By the way, if anybody cares, I'm in 6B. That is my grow zone. So if you're in the grow zone like that, you would probably understand. Yeah, there is a purple. Oh, wait, hold on, Kaylin. I probably need to get some surround. Something was eating some of my plants. Yeah, or you get purple cabbage if something was eating that. But yeah, surround is awesome. It's kind of hard to find the right mixture once you get it in a sprayer. But once you find that perfect mixture, you spray it on and it's perfect. It works out great. It's not 100% foolproof. FYI, when it rains, it will wash right off. So just like any organic sprays or anything like that, it will wash right off. So you just have to keep doing it. That's the pain about it. But it's the price you pay for growing exceptionally good vegetables. So without any chemicals. Hello, OCD chick.
Oh, welcome in.
Thanks for coming in.
It's so good to see you. And I think it's Built on a Rock Homestead. Their birthday's coming up, by the way. So happy birthday, Built on a Rock Homestead. I know it's coming up soon. Okay, so before planting, prior to planting cauliflower seeds, add compost to the soil. Seems like compost does everything, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So start your own compost. Learn how to make it. Go to Matt Powers. Go to Lane Ingram. They're the two of the top people in the world about compost. This prevents buttoning, which is when a cauliflower produces smaller button-shaped heads rather than those large, big head like my own head. My head's huge. Anyway, grow big, and inconsistent temperature can also cause buttoning. Begin cauliflower plants indoors for 4 weeks before the last frost, but increase that time to 7 weeks before the last frost if the spring season is short. Transplant the seedlings outdoor 2 weeks before the last frost. Space transplants about 18 inches apart and rows 30 inches apart. Before fall cauliflower, plant in 6 to 8 weeks before the first frost, but after 75-degree days. So again, everything's by temperatures, guys. I recommend mulching and row covers. Plastic mulches help conserve water, reduce weed growth, and allow earlier planting and maturity, especially with transplants. Hot caps and fabric covers are used to protect seedlings and transplants from frost and insect pests. Again, insects pests. I'm telling you, brassicas, guys, insects love those plants. And I'm telling you, you want to grow broccoli and cauliflower and that stuff and start to cook it and see bugs come out. Ugh.
Yeah.
Never eat vegetables again. So, well, easy ways to stop it, right? And if you do use surround, don't put it on the whiteheads. Make sure they're on a leaf only. You don't want any of that stuff on your tomatoes or peppers or your cauliflower. Apply organic mulches when temperatures increase above 80 degrees. See, if it does get 80 degrees, you got to make changes. You can't just be inside watching TV. You got to get your butt up. It's getting hot. My kids are my cauliflower. You want to make sure they're, go outside for 10 minutes, figure out how to increase your organic mulches around your plant. Organic mulches such as grass clippings, straw, shredded paper help cool the soil, reduce water stress, and help control weeds. Cauliflower likes a good magnesium level as well and will show symptoms of deficiency when the soil is allowed to become too acidic. Okay, now we've been always talking about companion planting. This guide's not as long as the ones we did in the past. This one's a little shorter, guys, so stay with us. Just 26 people in the chat. Appreciate everyone here. Thank you, guys. And if anybody can't hear us or can't say anything in the chat, please let us know. Nobody's ever blocked on this chat. So just let us know. Cauliflower companion planting. Beans, celery, and onions are excellent choices when companion planting cauliflower. Now, this is going to be interesting to you guys because certain things go, certain things don't. Certain things work, certain things are better. It's all around twister. So you really got to find out what you're going to plant in your garden and how you're going to companion plant about it. It gets a little confusing with this. Beans and cauliflower are an ideal combo. Both plants defer pests and attract beneficial insects. Celery also attracts beneficial insects and is a water hog, which means while it may utilize plenty of water, it leaves more nutrients in the soil for the cauliflower. So that's pretty interesting right there. Let me read that again. Celery also attracts beneficial insects and is a water hog. Water hog!
I can grow the crap out of some celery.
So, that's perfect. I'll tell you what, celery is not. It's very hard to grow from seed. That's the hard part. But we'll get to that.
I don't even know how I do it. Like every year I've done great. I don't know. It just happens.
They're so small.
They are.
So, celery is the water hog, which means while it may utilize plenty of water, okay, that's fine. It leaves more nutrients in the soil for the cauliflower. I found that very interesting.
Yeah.
So it takes the water, but not the nutrients.
It's probably because celery has a tremendous taproot, and it probably sucks a lot of that nutrients up to the surface.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's picking. Okay. I love celery. It's great, but picking it is a pain in the butt. Trying to pull that taproot out of there is horrible.
And I keep on adding compost to the bottom too. It's always a pain in the butt. So, you don't want that color. So while onions and cauliflower are a great combo, they are not if you throw beans into the mix. So this where it could get a little confusing if you're companion planting wrong. Beans and onions do not mix. So avoid planting beans too if you want to grow cauliflower and onions. Other veggies that are not recommended. Other veggies that are recommended for companion planting with cauliflower include beets, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, chard, spinach, cucumbers, corn, and radish. Yum. Some herbs, such as sage and thyme, are also beneficial to cauliflower. Their strong scent deters some pests, while they're aromatic. I like that word, aromatic. Did I sign romantic?
Aww.
While there are romantic,
Like candles with vegetables.
flowers attract bees. Me and my vegetables. Me and my Peter Pepper.
The left hand.
Besides avoiding a combination of cauliflower, onion, and beans, there are other plants that are not recommended for cauliflower companion plant. Peas and cauliflower do not mix well. The peas will stunt the growth of cauliflower. Strawberries are also taboo. And strawberries, and I can attest to this, they attract the slugs. How about those ugly slugs with the strawberries?
I
Ew.
saw some on my parsley when I went to pick it for when I was making my Thanksgiving dinner. I have parsley out there right now, so I went to go and chop some up and whatever. There was 2 slugs on it, and I was like, oh, so gross. I didn't even touch them. I just took my clippers and I went and wung them. I don't want to touch them. Oh, it's so gross.
Time to get the beer can out.
Yeah.
Tomatoes are also not recommended for growing near cauliflower. They need a tremendous amount of nutrition, which will lessen the amount of cauliflower has available to grow. So we got 6 more pages, guys. We're almost 3/4 of the way there. And Uncle Al got to go. So thank you, Uncle Al. Thank you for all your support. We appreciate you. And welcome in, Wyoming Adventures. Welcome in. Welcome in. Oh, Wyoming Adventures says, protein, protein. Those slugs are protein, especially for those chickens.
Bye, Uncle.
For spring cauliflower, cover plants if it is protected to get too cold. For the fall crop, gardeners may need to shade their cauliflower if temperatures rise too high. Cauliflower takes nearly 80 days before it is ready to harvest. When the head is about 3 inches in diameter, tie outer leaves together with twine or rubber band. I usually use rubber band, by the way.
Yeah.
This is called blanching, and it protects the head from the sun. The plant should be ready to harvest about a week or 2 after blanching. Cauliflower productivity. Plant 3 to 5 cauliflower plants per person. For fresh use, an additional 5 to 8 plants for storage, canning, or freezing. Expect 7 to 10 pounds per 10-foot row.
Yeah.
Planting and spacing. Seeding or transplanted cauliflower should be spaced 12 to 18 inches between plants in a row of 2 to 3 feet apart. I know some of this stuff's repeated here, so I apologize. Crop spacing can greatly affect head size. So that's very important, guys, because a lot of people want to plant them closer because you put like 1 plant per row, so you try to get them closer. But if you want that big head, don't do it. They need the space. They need that nutrition. They need everything working. They need the soil working for that plant. A closer spacing results in smaller heads. Cauliflower grows best when temperatures do not exceed 75 degrees or low 32 Fahrenheit or high greater than 80 degrees. Temperatures decrease plant growth. Lower yields decrease head quality. Cauliflower grown for a transplant should be sown 6 to 7 weeks before expected planted date in a garden. Transplants may be planted 1 to 2 weeks before the last frost-free date for that grown area. Seeded cauliflower may be planted at the same time. Full maturing cauliflower, select early maturing cultivars and plant 50 to 75 days before anticipated maturity date. The maturity date should be about 1 to 2 weeks before the first fall frost. When repotting or planted out, they should be planted deeply. That's you don't want them spindly going up top. So up to the base of the seed leaves. This helps them to have a firm stalk above ground and grow into strong plants. So that is very key. I'll read that again. When repotting or planting out, they should be planted deeply up to the base of the seed leaves. This helps them with a firm stalk above ground and grow into strong plants. Now weeds. Who wants weeds? And there's becoming a green stalker. So, and there's rambling with the drums. The big head is awesome. That's true, Scott. If you see the size of my head, I'm awesome. Weeds. Plastic and organic mulches effectively control weeds. Be sure to control weeds when plants are small, and be careful not to damage roots when cultivated. Harvesting. Cauliflower heads should reach 6 to 8 inches in diameter before they're ready for harvest. The head should be compact and firm. Heads may be smaller but already opening up and should therefore still be harvested. Coarse texture means the plant is over mature, so when they're breaking up all over the place, and it should be pinched. To harvest, cut the cauliflower from the stem and leave 2 inches left on the head. To store it, place the head in a plastic bag and keep it in the refrigerator. So, do you put them in a plastic bag, Corky?
Yeah, sometimes
in the fridge.
Yeah, I do that with a lot of my vegetables. Instead of canning, I will just blanch and throw in the freezer in a bag.
So cauliflower care tips. Cauliflower needs consistent temperature to grow, making it a tricky vegetable for beginner gardeners. However, with the right amount of attention and care, it can be done successfully. Add mulch. So we're talking about all the mulch, and mulching can keep your soil moist and cool, which is important for the proper development of your cauliflower seeds or plants. Any severe fluctuation in conditions can be detrimental to your cold crops. Give full sun. Again, a lot of stuff's over. We're saying it over and over again. Why? Because it's important. Because a lot of people have problems growing this way.
Mm-hmm.
Give full sun. Cauliflower may be temperature sensitive, but it still needs at least 6 full hours of sun each day. Keep partial shade coverings hardy to prevent overheating, but make sure your cauliflower crop gets enough direct sun to flourish. Blanch. When the cauliflower crowns reach about 2 inches wide, they should be shielded from the sun to preserve the cauliflower's whiteness. Some varieties of cauliflower are self-blanching, and their leaves will cover over their blooming white heads. So if you are in hot, heated conditions, make sure you grow a self-blanching cauliflower. For other types, some gardeners may need to help the process along by securing the leaves over the cauliflower crown with twine or a clothespin or a band. Without blanching, a white cauliflower will yellow and have a stronger but more bitter flavor. Who wants bitter? I don't want bitter. So, supplement. Cauliflower crowns that turn brown are lacking in boron. So that's pretty interesting.
Sorry.
So if you see them start turning brown, it's because of a lack of boron. Create a mixture of 1 teaspoon of borax to a gallon of water, or obtain liquid seaweed extract. So I think that's really key. I would use liquid seaweed extract and treat only if the cauliflower plant, cauliflower plant, every 2 weeks until your plant looks healthy again. So that's pretty cool. Liquid seaweed extract. Keep it cool. If cauliflower is exposed to extreme temperatures on either side, the crowns may experience buttoning, which means they split into 2 smaller separate cauliflower florets rather than forming one large crown. Use row covers, like we talked about. Companion planting. We talked about companion planting a little bit. Check for pests, stink bugs, thripes, powdery mildew, cabbage, maggots, cabbage loopers, all pose a threat to your cauliflower crop. Use companion planting or treat with organic methods. Cauliflower nutrition is low in fat, high in vitamin C, and a good source of fiber, calcium, and iron. Harvested and eaten, cauliflower can be stored in the fridge for 1 to 2 weeks, wrapped tightly in cling film. A glut can be frozen all day. They tend to go a little soft and discolored. Okay, we're almost there, guys. Pretty much the last page. 27 people in the chat. Thank you guys for all coming. The Wickershire Project is here. Happy Mac is here. And Green Granny is here. Thank you guys for coming. Problems with cauliflower. Cauliflowers are very vulnerable to clubroot, so follow the instructions on growing with clubroot-infected soil. However, there are being bred with clubroot-resistant plants now. They're seeds. So make sure you get the varieties that are right for you. They are susceptible to cabbage root fly as well. Caterpillars and slugs. Oh, slugs are the worst pest for cauliflower. Caterpillars will eat the leaves and get into the curd, and slugs to climb the stem to eat away at the surface of the curds, leaving brown trails. Ew.
Ew. Yeah.
Ew. Black rot causes yellow triangles on the edge of the leaves and causes rot in the cauliflower crowns. Thank God I've been growing really I haven't really had a problem. Surround, guys. Get Surround. It really helps out with a lot of your problems. And use Trifecta. It's really good fertilizer to use. Some commonly asked questions. Some years, many of my cauliflower plants only produce very small heads, and they do this soon after planting. What's wrong? Well, it's buttoning is the reason of the premature flower heads in broccoli and cauliflower. Plants that have buttoning have been exposed to cold weather, are very stressed for water or nutrients shortly after planting. So know your weather. Know what you're doing. Know what you're doing with those weather conditions. Why do cauliflower heads open up during the summer? Cauliflower is a cool season vegetable. During hot weather, plants may not get enough water, which leads to poorer quality heads that are more open. So water, guys. So it's so good, guys. We really got to learn how to grow some good cauliflower, and hopefully follow us in our duration this spring. Keep plants well watered during the heating period. Plants that are stressed often flower prematurely as well. I often get yellowheads forming, and they taste funny. Yellowheads taste and forming. What's wrong? Cauliflower heads need to be protected from the sun and maintain their white color. So as we talked about, wrapping those leaves over, do it when you can, especially when it gets really hot. I would rather have tie those leaves over when they're small, rather than have those heat beat it and it doesn't grow well. So tying the leaves over the head helps. Hot weather conditions may also affect the head flavor. Keep the soil moist during seeding. So all these problems, it's all about sun and moisture. So that's the main thing. So compost, make sure the soil is right. Tie those leaves over top. I mean, that's your main problems. And the insects, use Surround as to get those bugs. What Surround is, they taste like the clay. It's yucking. The bugs go to it and like, I don't want that. Who wants to taste bad stuff? That's what Surround is. It's organic. So last question on this here. Why do leaves grow up through the cauliflower head? Well, it's because of water stress. High temperatures can also cause leaf growth in the heads. Keep plants well watered again and fed to avoid this disorder. Okay. Woo! Hope you guys got a little bit out of that. I just know a lot of people have a problem growing it. And it's because of the sun, it's because of the heat, and it's because of the water. Now, maybe one of the reasons why I grow great is because it's spring. I'm so excited to be out there, and I probably pretty much planted all my vegetables. Oh, time to bring the water spray out. Time to water. I'm constantly watering it. And so that is so big, is water, 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 water. Wyoming information says great information. So thank you for that. And you definitely could grow this in the heat, but you got to be smart where you're going to grow. Where are you going to get those six hours of sunlight? How are you going to cover it if it gets hotter than 80 degrees?
Yeah.
All those little things matter. And thank you so much, Connie. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And if I repeat myself too many of these things, guys, it's just because the more times you hear it, maybe it might help you to say, hey, maybe that's a good idea to do this. I've grown these vegetables for years and now have great success.
I'm excited too, Happy Mac. I got a bunch of seeds in the mail coming, and I can't wait. And not to mention, I got a bunch of Christmas cards from everybody as well with seeds in them and stuff like that. So I was just super excited. I can't wait to get out there and start doing stuff, but it's middle of winter. So can't do it just yet.
1 second. What is Happy Mac saying? I can't wait. So excited. I'm so excited too. We are all excited. Hope you guys been getting your seeds. It's a great time for it. It is Christmas.
Yeah.
My problem is I keep on going all these seed companies and I want to buy seeds. Like, stop. I already have enough seeds, but I always want something new. I'm so excited when you get those seed catalogs. And if you guys have a chance, get seed catalogs, order from every single company you can find. Because there
Oh,
could be some.
just an FYI, y'all, Royer is a good one as well, and they have seeds from all over, from everywhere. So check out Royer Seeds catalog, have them ship it to you, and they have seeds from Baker Creek all over. They're all in that catalog. So check it out.
Yeah, we're not gonna stop following other seed companies and stuff like that. But our number one is going to be My Garden. They're our sponsor. I always follow Luke ever since he was little, as you guys know. I mean, he was enough to shout out me during his live today, which is amazing. Definitely, and Baker's Creek, same thing. I'm never gonna. It's just like I will never say anything bad about somebody following somebody else. I will never say anything bad about guys where you're going to get your seeds from either. I just know my results from my garden. We use and My Garden seeds are amazing.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these seed companies get their own seeds from the same places. By the way, they don't get their seeds from their own place. So, just another example. So, it's pretty amazing where, huge seed companies get the same places as dollar seeds. It's like, how's that possible? Well, we went over that with Luke. So, that's pretty cool. So,
I don't know what that means. They've done that before, and I don't know what 716 means.
I'm not sure either. I'm Catholic and stuff. I would have to ask my wife. I'm not really that far.
I don't even know if that is what that means, because they have done it several times, like not just with this live.
Okay. Just let you guys know, when I do those growing guides, to show something on the screen, only Quirky can see stuff in the chat. I can't see anything in the chat when I have it up there. It's just about being a. Oh, 1 second. What did Wickershire say? Did you see Luke Short walks into a sheet shop and yells, "I declare bankruptcies"? Okay, awesome. Okay, guys, I'm going to show you guys. 1 second. Here we go. So thank you, Juby, for clarifying that. I appreciate that. And Matthew 7:16. There we go.
Appreciate it.
Boom. We have the best mods. So thank you for sharing that. I appreciate that.
Boom.
But they all don't have Grow Big discount. Boom. Exactly.
Truth.
So, guys, it's plain and simple. If you get My Gardener seeds, they're the same thing anywhere you grow. If you get a California Wonder Bell pepper, it's like whatever seed company, it's the same thing every single company. It's the same plant.
Yep.
So why would you spend money on somewhere else different? It doesn't make any sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
So we got another new channel in the chat. We got Tales Told in the Dark. Love all these new channels that are coming in. Okay, so we're going to show Dr. Paula Ruffin. If you guys have a chance, she's at around, let me see, 950 subs. She needs 50 more subs. Please go check her out. She's been a big help for our channel. And I love that, what she's doing to help everyone here. So this is Dr. Paula Ruffin. Let's see what she has to say.
Vegetables have been shown to be some of the healthiest vegetables that we could possibly eat. In today's episode, we're going to talk about cauliflower. Cauliflower is so nutrient dense. In fact, it's really high in so many incredible nutrients, including things like vitamin C, vitamin K, and folate, which are excellent for brain and nervous system development, our immune system, as well as things like blood clotting. It's also very high in fiber. And anytime you can eat foods high in fiber, you're going to help promote better digestion and gut health. And that fiber is going to help keep your gut flora nice and happy and healthy. But where cauliflower really shines is it has a compound that has actually been shown to fight cancer and have an incredible impact on inflammation in the body. And that compound is called indole 3-carbinol, or I3C for short. I3C has been shown by many studies to help remove the environmental estrogens or xenoestrogens from our body. Now, where do these xenoestrogens show up? They show up in the form of our body care products, our environmental air, our water, the foods that we eat, the plastics and forever chemicals that we're constantly being exposed to. So they literally are everywhere. And I3C is a really potent compound because it's been shown to actually be able to bind to these environmental estrogens and help the liver to detoxify them safely, get the inflammation down, and rid them from the body. And when this happens, it actually can help to balance your hormones. It will help to fight any cancers. It helps keep your body just healthy overall. But also, I3C has been shown to have a very healthy impact on heart health, cardiac health, and strokes. So this is a really excellent compound to be having in your diet for so many hidden benefits that you may not even realize are happening. Consuming a diet high in cruciferous vegetables like cauliflower has actually been shown to promote the good estrogens in your body. So other things that I3C is really good at is promoting the production of collagen and connective tissue. That's great news for your joints. So anyone who has joint pain, chronic joint issues, this is going to be really beneficial because we're bringing the inflammation down and then helping to promote the production of the various structures that you need to keep your joints nice and strong. But also with the production of collagen, that's great news for your skin because it helps to promote elasticity of your skin and reduce the appearance of those fine lines and wrinkles. And hey, who doesn't want that? This is like anti-aging in a vegetable. So anytime we can be doing something that is going to help our cells repair and regenerate, we're constantly bringing in new cells that are going to help us fight off any of these crazy environmental things that are just out to try to kill us. So if you're concerned about any of the things that I just talked about, you're going to want to start eating more cruciferous vegetables like cauliflower. Just imagine these vegetables being able to help you balance your hormones, improve symptoms of PMS like irritability, mood swings, or even bloating, and of course, even supporting you through menopause with things like those nasty hot flashes. Now, you can get indole-3 carbinol through your vegetables like cauliflower, or you can also take it in a supplement, and that is the beauty of it. So oftentimes when people have estrogen dominance from these xenoestrogens, causing all those crazy things I just talked about, they will actually opt to take a supplement in addition to eating the cruciferous vegetables, which has been shown to be incredibly beneficial. So there you have it, a master at inflammation and fighting off disease at the highest level. So let me know what you think of this video. I hope you found some value in it, and I hope you'll start eating more cauliflower and cruciferous vegetables. Until next time, I appreciate you being here, and we'll see you on the next one.
So wasn't that great? I tell you what.
More cauliflower. It's less PMS, y'all.
Definitely. That means wife's happier. Oh, we're happier. Oh, geez. Let me see. Somebody just came in before I thought. Oh, there we go. Milk and Honey Heritage Farms, welcome in. Thank you for coming.
Wickeshire, are you just trying to... That sounds like a fancy way of giving me a Dutch oven. Good. Thanks, Wickeshire.
So hopefully you guys like this, what we're doing. PMS, put me to sleep. And Wickeshire went whoop whoop. Hope you guys like these guides. We're trying to get more people coming and chat and everything like that. It's getting shared out. After this is done, I don't know if there's a lot of people going on and stuff like that. We're trying to get as many people in this during the chat. And if anybody has any idea how to get that, let us know. It always helps the channel. And if we're boring you, we're doing something wrong that you don't like, we'll take suggestions too. Maybe I read too much. Nobody likes, look at this mumbo jumbo guy. Anyway, anything we could do to make it this.
If you need me to dress up like a cauliflower, I can do that as well.
I think I did today. Second. Let me see. Yeah. There.
Oh, look at that. Oh, will you look at that? Look at that.
I do anything for ratings.
You are a cauliflower.
Cauliflower's never going to be the same. Yeah, whatever we can make this fun for you, that's what we want to do. We want to be different. We want to make this fun, and we want everybody to learn. And we do appreciate you guys going back, because that definitely, it shows that people come back, go back to these guides and watch it.
Thanks, Jay.
Look, I made somebody laugh. Oh, look, I made 2 people laugh.
Thank you, Wickershire. At least well, I am short, so I guess I would be a Smurf, huh? I'm only 5 foot tall. Oh.
Okay, so we're going to give out some seeds. We're going to give out the seeds I went over before. But we're going to go over each seed packet first. Then we're going to go on from there. So thank you, everybody, for coming. I appreciate you. We just want to make this.
I don't think you guys are ready. I don't think you're ready out there. Are you ready? I don't see any readiness.
Let me go over the seed packets first before we go over your questions.
Ooh, yeah.
So it's going to be trivia questions by Corky today to win these seeds. But we got to talk about the seed packets first. So that was awesome by Dr. Paula, by the way. I absolutely loved it. Just let you guys know, this is your new... This is from Seed Savers Exchange. And I got this in the mail, which is pretty awesome. And it's all about the map. So that's what this is. That's what I'm showing you guys. So first and last, frost. Let me just move this up a little bit so you guys can see what color you're in. So look at the color you're in where you live, because this changed a little bit. Okay, then I'm going to show the guy down below. So if you need me to get close, this is as close as I could get. So there's the map. So, okay, now I'm going to go down to what color you are here. So this is all changed, guys. Now, Corky, I can't see the chat. Is there anybody in the chat want me to go up, down, up again? Are you guys good with this?
So far, to me, it looks good. It's up to you guys out there. What do y'all think?
Did you guys get the information you needed on this? All right, we're good. Because this is so important that your zone could have changed. I know New Jersey's definitely changed. I'm right back here.
I'm kind of in that, that greenish area.
Yeah, you can't be. You're green, all right. It's interesting. I see the Midwest and see all the temperature fluctuations.
Mm-hmm.
Number 8. Okay, so it seems like everybody's good with that. If you guys want me to show that again, I'll definitely show that. Let me zero on out here. So we go over M.I. Gardner seed packets. And the first one is the California Wonder Bell pepper. Look at that beautiful pepper. Man, I feel like making stuffed peppers right now, actually.
Yeah, with mashed potatoes.
Ooh. Okay. All yours, Quirk.
Alrighty. The California Wonder Bell pepper. This variety has been the most popular bell variety since its introduction in 1928 due to its wide adaptability. A standard go-to bell pepper for decades. The perfect blocky 4-lobed stuffing pepper is thick-walled and bursting with flavor. The largest open pollinated heirloom bell pepper on the market, which is awesome. You need to start the seeds 8 to 10 weeks before the last frost. Days to germinate are 7 to 10 days. Germination temperature are 75 to 85 degrees Fahrenheit or 23 to 29 degrees Celsius. Days to maturity are 75 days. Plant spacing 12 to 18 inches. And fruit size is 3 inches long. Now they're sweet. And you want to start these about 1/4 of an inch deep. They are container friendly, so you can get these started, and they require full sun. To harvest peppers, you use sharp shears to cut the pepper stem from the plant to avoid damaging the plant. Once peppers mature to their special color, the fruit will become more tender, signaling its ripeness. So sounds like a great thing to plant, y'all. And I love peppers, so I would definitely want those in my garden.
Yeah, this is my top pepper to grow for a sweet bell pepper. Just very easy to plant. You know you're going to get between 6 and 10 peppers off one plant. Summer's in that vicinity. Hopefully, hope you get 10, but you stick with 6. But this is, it starts green and turns colors after. So you want that red one, you should have plant. You got to wait a little bit longer.
Yep. Okay, so, this next one is my favorite, the Paris Island romaine lettuce. I love this one, and I'll tell you why. It's a little leafier, and I usually don't let it go to a full romaine head. I usually just kind of chop it and eat, and it's so delicious. It's like one of my favorite. It's probably as close as you can get to like grocery store lettuce, as far as that is concerned. It's not going to taste like grocery store lettuce because obviously you're growing it yourself, but it's the closest. So, named for the island off of the coast of South Carolina, this variety was introduced in 1952. Crisp and sweet, this beloved heirloom has been a favorite for generations, especially on the East Seaboard, where it originates. Tall, uniform leaves create the perfect shape for lettuce wraps or boats or dips in dressing. Yes. That's what I like about romaine lettuce in general is it's crispy. I love a good Caesar salad. Start indoors 4 weeks before transplanting. Direct sow as soon as the soil is workable. Days to germinate are 7 to 10 days. Germination temperature are 50 to 72 degrees Fahrenheit and 10 to 22 degrees Celsius. Days to maturity are 45 days. Plant spacing is 6 to 8 inches, and plant size is about 12-inch heads. Now, like I said, I never let these go to heads. I always just chop as I go. And I never, ever transplant these. I never feel the need to. I will direct sow lettuce all my live long days. There's no need to transplant. They require about a 1/4 inch deep, and they're container friendly, full sun to partial shade. They are cold tolerant. Now it says germination up to 50 degrees though, so don't be going out there right now trying to plant some romaine lettuce. They're cold tolerant, and you want to plant them 2 to 4 weeks before your last frost. Let's see here. Lettuce is the best harvest in the morning temperature, or in the early mornings, to avoid wilting. Open heads come into maturity. The leaves will begin to open up. Harvest head by cutting at the base of the plant and using sharp shears. I have a specific scissors, and that's how I cut my lettuce. And in fact, I never use a knife to cut my lettuce. I will use scissors and just chop it. And that's how I do my lettuce every time. So that was the Paris Island romaine lettuce.
No, I have grown it. I have grown this every year, and I've been doing it in grow bags or containers, soil compost, whatever I could figure out, whatever's cheapest I get in the store. And this is all those pictures on my site with my grown in that bag. This is it, guys. This is the lettuce I use. Awesome. It is so easy.
Good. I've really enjoyed this lettuce. I don't like a soft lettuce. I think I don't know. There's something about texture to me. There's only a few lettuces that I really like. Romaine is one of them, and I love that crispy, crunchy thing to the romaine. So I think it's a very good lettuce to have, or even if you like to mix it up a little bit. But yeah, I really love the romaine. The next one, hold on to your fingers. This is the 10 fingers of Naples tomato. This is a determinate tomato, a beautiful Roma-style tomato that produces a copious amount of plum-shaped tomatoes. This variety produces elongated 5 to 6 inch tomatoes with very few seeds and gel, making it a great sauce and paste and canning. The plants are super bushy, determinate that it will need support for the number of tomatoes they produce. You want to start this one about 6 to 8 weeks before the last frost. Days to germinate about 5 to 10 days. Germination temperature is 70 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit. For Celsius is 21 to 32 degrees. Days to maturity is about 75 days. Plant spacing is 18 to 36 inches. And the fruit size is about 3 ounces. This looks wonderful. You want to plant this. This is a determinate. You do want to plant this about 1/8 of an inch deep. It does require full sun, y'all. This tomato is called 10 fingers of Naples tomato. Jujube. Tomatoes come in a variety of colors. Therefore, we can learn and determine ripeness through the other senses. As a tomato ripens, their colors become shiny. The weight of the fruit begins to increase while the firmness starts to give away. As tomatoes reach their peak ripeness, their aura will become stronger, signaling that they are ready. Using clean shears to cut tomatoes from the stems, leaving the green top attached to the fruit.
You know what I like about this? It's good for salsa, sauces, canning. You get so many of these tomatoes, guys. The determinants. So those 3 or 4 weeks you get those tomatoes, it's so abundant. I grew this several years, and it's a very good tasting tomato. I would definitely I'd recommend it buy it, especially it's only $2.
Also try your hand at indeterminate and determinate tomatoes and see how you like them. I grew a determinate last year and I wasn't really all that impressed with it, but you could try and see which one you like the best. You may get a bigger yield than you've ever had before, and that works. It works for me. So try both and see how you like them. All right, we're heading on into the lemon drop pepper.
Hot pepper, woohoo!
Lemon drop pepper from Peru. The lemon drop is a spicy and tangy seasoning pepper with a fruity, lemony flavor and aroma. Fruits grow up to 2 inches long and dry well. The variety is extremely rare, find outside of South America. Its origin makes it heat. Wow, I'm reading that wrong. Need to get my bifocals. The origin makes it heat tolerant, giving it the ability to produce high numbers of fruit throughout the heat of the summer. And I've actually come to determine when you grow these smaller peppers, you get a bigger yield all in general. Like I've grown habanadas and stuff like that before, and I had like 3 plants and I was so overwhelmed. I couldn't keep up with it all. So you can grow less of these and you will get such a yield because they are smaller. So if you in general, like say for instance, you have trouble growing those bigger peppers, try the smaller ones because you might get a better yield. So you want to start these about 8 to 10 weeks before the last frost. Days to germinate are 10 to 21 days. Germination temperature is 75 to 85 degrees Fahrenheit, so that's 23 to 29 degrees Celsius. Days to maturity are 100 days. Plant spacing is 12 to 18 inches. Fruit size is 2 to 3 inches long. Now these are hot, not like a Toyota, but these, you guys probably don't get that. Did you get the commercial? I don't know.
I got it.
But anyway, they're hot. 1/4 of an inch deep, container friendly, and full sun is what you want to have for these. To harvest these peppers, you want to use sharp shears to cut the pepper stem. Plant from the plant to avoid plant damage. Once peppers mature to their specialized color, the fruit will become more tender, signaling its ripeness. Yep. And with peppers, honestly, it doesn't really matter. I mean, if you want to get it to its full ripened stage, that's fine. But people eat green peppers all the time, and that is an unripe pepper, really. So you can try them unripe, but you would get the maximum flavor if it was ripe.
And I think they're a little too small for poppers. Somebody said in the chat, are they good for poppers? I think they could be a little too small. It's not as big as a jalapeno. And Jay Dixon's, he's leaving, so thank you, Jay, for everything. We appreciate everything. And he entered the ugly sweater contest, by the way.
Oh, he did he?
Yes. How exciting is that?
That's exciting.
But guys, this is an excellent pepper. They grow very healthy. They are very, very, very abundant. I've grown this for a couple of years. Definitely give it a try. Spicy and tangy, hot and flavorful. Now you do smell. You really do taste the smell. Okay, our next one.
Next one, Dr. Witches, however you want to pronounce it. Yellow tomato. And I've grown these in the past, and these get huge. They are a huge yellow tomato. They're wonderful. You will definitely love these. These are indeterminate tomato, which means they will pretty much last all summer long up until the frost or until something kills them. That's how I usually look at it. Indeterminate. The tomato has been a long-standing heirloom favorite. This tomato is low acid, rich in flavor, and is stunning, meaty beefsteak variety. Developed by the circus owner and doctor, this tomato was immediate hit because of its deep tangerine color, fruits weighing over 1 pound. And yes, these get absolutely humongous. You want to start them indoors about 6 to 8 weeks before the last frost. Days to germinate are about 5 to 10 days. Germination temperature is 70 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit or 21 to 32 degrees Celsius. Days to maturity are 80 days. Plant spacing, 18 to 36 inches. Fruit size is 12 to 16 ounces. They get big. You want to plant these about 1/8 of an inch deep, and they require full sun. And they said this before on the other tomatoes. Tomatoes come in a variety of colors. Therefore, we can learn to determine its ripeness through other senses. As tomatoes ripen, their colors become shiny. The weight of the fruit begins to increase while the firmness starts to give away. As tomatoes reach their peak ripeness, their aroma will become stronger, signaling that they are ready. Using clean shears, cut tomatoes from the stem, leaving the green top attached to the fruit. And yes, you do want to use clean shears, and you definitely want to be careful with using the same shears for cutting various different things to prevent diseases. So for instance, if you had a plant that was sick and you used your shears, you want to dip those in alcohol or wash them really good before you move on to other plants. So just letting you all know that.
And that, guys, if you go to the stores like a ShopRite or Rite Aid and they have those big yellow tomatoes, it's usually a Dr. Ridgie tomato. Just to let you guys know that. So they're good for store. If you want something on your counter to last a little longer, they are good. It's huge. It's so great to see a huge tomato like that.
You can use low acid tomatoes for canning, you just have to add citric acid to the jars because they don't produce enough acid to preserve. So just let you know, you would have to use citric acid or lemon juice or whatever. You have to add acid to it. Okay. Blooms are long-standing spinach. You got to eat your spinach. Okay. This variety produces a huge dark green leaves with delicious flavor, slow to bolt, and is very easy to grow. Perfect for any gardener. Cold hardy leaves are rich and buttery. Wonderful eaten raw, cook or preserve in the freezer to use later. Added to pasta dish with some basil and some heirloom spaghetti sauce. Boom! That's what I'm talking about. And I love a good Florentine. So if any of you guys want to make me that, just ship it my direction. Well, spinach Florentine, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, direct sow 3 to 4 weeks prior to the last frost. Germination is 7 to 14 days. Germination temperature 50 degrees to 70 degrees Fahrenheit or 10 degrees to 21 degrees Celsius. Days to maturity are 28 to 45 days. That's why it's always great to grow leafy things. They grow really fast, and before you know it, you got spinach. Plant spacing 4 to 6 inches. Plant size 6 to 8 inches tall. So they're about a half an inch deep is how you want to plant them. They're very container friendly. In fact, if you have an arrow garden or something like that, you can totally plant or put this on your countertop, something like that. And they're very container friendly. Full sun to partial shade or partial sun, and they're cold tolerant. And you want to plant this either in the spring or the fall. Spinach is a cool weather crop that will bolt if the temperature gets too warm. As soon as the plant gets to 5 to 6 leaves, young spinach can be harvested. Harvest your young or mature leaves, leaving 25 to 30% of each plant intact to ensure it continues growth throughout your season. Harvest plants into the frost for a sweeter flavor. And that goes for a lot of vegetables, guys. So if you plant something and it's towards the end of the year and you're getting colder weather, I've planted beans. Those dragon tongue bush beans, for example. I planted those in August, and they lasted throughout the fall. And they were the sweetest, most wonderful bean that I've ever eaten. I would just eat them right off the plant because it was getting colder nights, and it was keeping all that good sugar on the inside. So that goes with carrots and a lot of brassicas, stuff like that. It gets better as the fall comes. So that is it, y'all. That is it. Hopefully you got a little education from that.
Yeah, I this is so much fun to me. This just really is. Because everybody wants to know a growing guide. Everybody wants to see the varieties. It's just a little bit of everything we're trying to do. Absolutely love it. And thank you, everybody, single person. It seemed like the only person that had to leave was Jay. I mean, thank you for sticking with us. We appreciate it. I know things get a little boring because we've been here 2 hours. For us, when we're host, we feel like we've been here an hour.
Yeah,
not even an hour. So everything goes by really fast. So it's time for us to give out these seed packets. So Corky has some questions.
I came unprepared.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, good. So we could do it. The first question, what are we giving out right now?
We're going to give out the spinach.
Bum, bum, bum. Okay. So the first question is, what does Corky use? What kind of garden planter does Corky use? First person gets it right gets the spinach, not Popeye. Please be quiet.
No, nothing yet.
No, thanks, Wickershire, but that was a good guess. Boom! Jujubee got it, and she's going to give it away. I use the Clyde's garden planner. I showed it already earlier to just see if you guys are listening, you know. And this thing is so cheap. It's like $5. I don't know if my gardener carries it on his. I don't think he does because he has his own. But Baker Creek, I think, sells these on their site as well. And they're awesome. They're inexpensive and they really do help. I have not used them my gardeners yet because I don't have one, but I'm sure that would work just as well. So who are you giving it to?
Okay, so this is what we're doing. All right, Jujubee, you guys going to say, I'm going to say ready, set, go, and this is the question. So once this goes up, you guys got to only one guess. Only one guess. Here it goes. One guess. So guess the number between 1 and 30.
Starting, yes. Oh, okay. I don't know what your number is, so.
I don't know what the number is either, so we got to wait for... Well, since there's 30 people in the chat, it's the first one. None of us know what the number...
Jujubee says Joe knows my number.
Oh, I did know her number, but now I went blank. So, Jujubee, who's our first winner? Juliana says, keep guessing. Oh, I should know this, actually, because we had a discussion about this the other day. And it was her happy number. You guys keep on guessing. Keep on guessing now.
Keep guessing.
Well, he had one guess, but I guess we had a wrong answer. So now we're just going with the Jujubees.
Come on, Jujubee. Pick one.
Well, it gives us time to answer the next. Get ready for the next question.
Okay. Next question is.
No, not yet. But I'm saying in your mind, you have.
Okay. I got it in my head. I got it.
We're just waiting for Juliana. Get that chat rolling. Look, Julie. Oh, wow. That's it. This is the most you guys talked all night. There it is.
Boom. Winner. But we're not going to send you a chicken dinner because by the time it got to you, it'd be like, ugh.
So congratulations to Kaylin. Kaylin, make sure you send me an email at gardenstategardener@yahoo.com. You won some spinach. So our next winner is my favorite lettuce that I grow every year. And it is the Paris Romaine Cos Romaine lettuce.
Boom. Ooh,
Boom.
Lettuce. Oh, yeah. Okay. What do you add to your canning jars when canning a less acidy tomato? I just had talked about it. Boom! Garden State so-and-so won. Citric acid. You want to add citric acid to... Yes, thank you. Built on a Rock got it too, but the first person is the Garden State so-and-so.
So congratulations, Garden State so-and-so. Built on a Rock homestead. It was that close.
Yeah.
The next winner. We'll get California Wonder Bell peppers. And just let you guys know, these are all 2024. These are brand new seeds. when we do all these contests, everything will be by MI Gardener Seeds. Only if we get one other seed company with another interview, we'll talk about that sometime or another. But okay, there we go.
Okay, next question is, what do I like to put on my cauliflower and or broccoli?
Come on, guys, this is the easy one.
Oh yeah.
What kind of smile do I have?
Becoming a green stalker. You got it. Thank you. You guys are paying attention. Salt. Come on, Wickeshire. Get with the program.
These seeds will go out tomorrow morning. These seeds will go out faster than the ones 4 weeks ago. And everything's almost sent out except for the 4 weeks ago, by the way. So it's when you get 200 emails a day and you're a little behind, it's a little hard finding things. Okay. Oh, we just did that.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's give some heatness away. Lemon drop.
Lemon drop. Okay. What vegetable or vegetable category do I suck at growing? And I say it a lot. Oh, that's hilarious. Becoming a green stalker knows me. She knows me. She knows me, y'all.
Wow, that's a twofer today.
Brassicas. Yes. I love them, but I can't grow them. Congratulations.
Okay, our next winner will win Dr. Richie's yellow tomato.
Dr. Whiteches. Okay. So, if you want to win this one, you have to answer this question. What do I grow a lot of but can't stand to eat it? Susan! Oh, yeah. Long member of my channel. She got it. She knows me. Boom. Oh, yeah. Susan got it.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Susan Goulet.
Tomatoes.
Okay, this is the last seed packet given out today. Just 10 fingers of Naples. Last one.
Okay, so I mentioned it tonight. What vegetable am I really good at growing? And I mentioned it tonight. Oh, green stalker! Oh my gosh, green stalker, you're one again. Carrots. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Congratulations.
That's a Mary.
Good.
That's awesome. 3 packets of my gardener seeds coming your way.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo. Wow. I even have mailing for that right here. Oh my God. That was awesome, guys. Thank you. And congratulations to all the winners. It's always good to have stamps handy when you do these contests. Hope you guys had some fun today.
Well, thank you. Seriously, becoming a green stalker just for listening and paying attention that much. Jeez.
Next week's growing guide is going to be on kale.
Yeah.
Kale. We're trying to do these things, kale and broccoli and cauliflower, because that's the first things we got to get ready to grow. We are still thinking about the 6 contests we're going to have. One of the our first contest will be on a watermelon radish. The one rule on it. If it's,
I want to taste it. What is it? Is it hot? Or is it what? I mean, I want to know what it tastes like.
You know, I tasted it. I'm not a big fan of radishes. I like it. It tastes a little, it always has this little bit of kick on it. like a little spiciness, but
Hmm.
it is very sweet. I recommend definitely give it a try.
Oh, I love a good radish, man, especially with some ranch dressing. See,
Yeah.
I am all about raw vegetables. Like, I never get it to actually cook it.
Oh, here we go.
It never gets to that point. I eat it all.
Oh, welcome in, Tammy. It's good to see you.
Welcome in.
I love Tammy. Let me see. It tastes like a typical radish, but it's pretty. Oh, it's very pretty.
I planted those wasabi radishes a couple years ago. I was so disappointed. I wanted to get cool wasabi ones, but daikons make you queasy. Oh,
we got somebody new that just came in the chat. The real DJ Fruit Loops. Welcome in. Welcome in.
Looks like he has ICP as his cover picture. Thanks for coming in.
Look at that. I think I met him on Tuber chat yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, next week. And also on, let me see, Tuesday, I think it's the 26th, the day we're having our contest. I might be on a little bit during the day because we really need to try to get hours. So Corky might go live for an hour, maybe not. Maybe I'll go live for 3 hours, maybe a little bit. I know I'm going to Lisa Ladybird Loves. I'm going on her channel for a little bit because I entered one of her contests for the Secret Santa. So I want to open my gift when it comes to show everybody what I got. Oh, I also got some more bugs in the mail today. Nothing like showing bugs. So get everybody to take a look at this. If you never seen me open up a package, let's see if they're alive first.
Yeah, it's awful cold out. How does that work?
Oh no, they're alive. Well, you can put them in a fridge, but I never had them come back.
Oh wow. Those are super cool, guys. And Joe's hooked me up numerous times on these ladybugs, and I love it. I love when he sends these to me. I get all super excited and giddy, and I get the nectar, spray the nectar on, and then I release them, and I watch them make babies. And not only do they make babies, but they also like instantly attack all the bad bugs. Like I did a video last year of them, and I took a bunch of pictures of them attacking all the bad bugs. It was like freaking ladybug battle. It was so cool. It was really cool.
Ricochet project. I just leave them downstairs here. They get out. When I put my plants here, which I'm going to start another 2 weeks. I want to grow some microgreens too. I want to try that. I have never grown microgreens. I'm really going to go on a diet. I'm going to go for Dr. Eselton. Now I can say his name. Dr. Eselton's diet, which is very hard, but I do have a little heart damage, a little bit. Nothing to worry about, as the heart doctor says. But I want to live to 90. So I'm not going to take care of my son. So I'm going to do what I have to do. So, I can't believe I said his name right now. Eselton. Jeez, how hard was it when I met him? I met somebody at work today I haven't seen in a while. She goes, "Oh, you screwed up that doctor's name, didn't you?" Oh, yeah, I did. I guess you watched a little bit, huh? I'm looking forward to changing my diet, my health, and everything. So let me see what else. Sunday Fun Day, which is the 24th, I believe. I haven't decided yet. I know this is time for me to Uber a lot. I make up a lot of money. I can make right now to a couple days after New Year's, probably can make around $3,000. And I'm in a zone where I need to make money. So at the same time, I want to be here because I really enjoy you guys. I really enjoy talking to you guys. So it's like, I don't want to leave. Like right now, I'm trying to keep on talking to you guys, and I don't want to leave. I'm just keep on talking. But I know, it's already 9 o'clock. I don't want to keep you guys anymore. Enter the ugly sweater contest, guys. It's have some fun with it. Who cares what you come up with? Who cares? It's ugly. Ugly's good. It's the in thing for 2024. Come on, bring it on a year. Oh, if I don't see you guys in the next couple of days, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, Happy Holidays. We don't want to, give anybody. It's all about family, hugging your friends, and all that kind of stuff. And even if you are by yourself, I want to make sure I'm here for you too, as much as I can. So, anyway, we got to go. Love you guys.
Have a good night, guys.
Ugly sweater.
Yes.
Look up Instagram. Look up those things. You guys could do it. Okay. Take care, guys.
Bye,
Have a good night.
guys.